out of a best of 5 in a best of 5. Welcome everybody, my name is BCN Palomino. Let's go ahead and jump into the first game of this tournament on WCS Ohana Lee. Ohana Lee. Lee is the last name, Ohana the first name. Ohana Lee. No, WCS would be the first name. Ohana would be the middle name. Lee was last name. WCS Ohana Lee. Alrighty, welcome everybody. We're gonna go ahead and check out Bebop versus Cassius to start this tournament off. This is a bronze through platinum, bronze through gold tournament. I'm gonna go ahead and keep an eye on these guys. I don't hear anything. Is my sound off? Just go ahead and make sure my audio is working all right. Oh, okay, cool. It's just low. Let's go ahead and turn. Actually, that's a good volume. I like that volume. Make it 23 because I'm a fucking rebel. Yeah, buddy. Let's hear this probe make the pylon. Just to get a gauge on how loud it is. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Alrighty, so Ohana Ladder Edition Bebop is going to spawn at the top left as none other than the blue Protoss. And on the bottom right, we are going to see none other than Cassius. Spawning on the bottom right as the orange Zergy McFerguson. First Overlord racing his way to his opponent's third, or perhaps to do a nice little scout, maybe around the 7-minute mark. Keep an eye on that tech. As the other Overlord most likely go ahead and keep an eye on the natural here. We are seeing what looks like to be a standard Forge Fast Expand. Very interesting. We are going to see a pylon to be a part of the wall. A little bit of Baneling bait might be exactly what Bebop has in mind here. We're going to find out the hard way though. Forge is down. The wall will begin. Traverse its way to the other end of the spectrum. When Overlord, keep an eye out here. Good old Cassius will know if any probes make it into his base for any of that annoying cannons, as we are going to see a very safe expansion being taken down. The gas is down, as well as the pool before the hatchery here. So this is about as safe as possible, as conservative as possible. As we're going to see our good old 18 Nexus go down here. Might have been able to squeeze that out a little bit early, a tad earlier. But ain't no thing to a boss. We do see both expansions racing to be completed here. Our gas income is moving on up. Look, we got to see here if these units are going to be taking off the gas at just about 100, just enough for this speed to go down, or are we going to use some gas moving into the early game? What is going on, Matt Shinobi? Matt Shinobi is rooting for the Zergy player. Put in your votes now. Good old Bebop is going to be able to scout this gas that's still being saturated. No speed quite yet. Could really rush to that layer tech if he wanted to. Wall is making its way. Very interesting. We're using this little gap here as opposed to this little gap here, which could be nice. I kind of like it. It's literally the same. Literally the same, except this pylon would sometimes fit right in this crevice here. Pro production is a moving and a grooving. No cybernetic score quite yet. Could opt to put the cybernetic score on the high ground. Cassius saying I screwed up. Lol. We are gonna see a big tech switch here. Not a tech switch. Well, I guess it's kind of a tech switch. Any tech is a tech switch at this point. But we are going to see a very fast layer going down here. This could be for the broaches, for the broach speed. Well, actually, no. The speed you can get, but it's the burrow that you need this layer for. You could see some kind of roach burrow speed composition go down here. We're seeing 2 more gates being added as the core is going to go pop down right in the corner here. This pylon power. Going to be able to power most of these units. We do have double pylon power on these 3 buildings. Perhaps not the forge. And saturation is moving and a grooving. do have our robotics facility going down, 3 gates and a robo. Perhaps we'll see another 2 more gates being put into the base as saturation continues to go. Let's go ahead and look at that income tab here. Good old Cassius looking about 1 base saturation, but also 1 gas, 1 geyser saturation. 2 bases gets about, I think, 14 to 1500, maybe 16 almost, 1500 in there. 2 complete bases, and good old Bebo is catching up in the worker game. Let's go ahead and see exactly how many workers we need to catch up, though. We are seeing 7 roaches coming out. 2 base roaches. Let's keep an eye on these upgrades. No upgrades for the roaches yet. 36 to 33 right now. Bebop actually is leading in the worker count, which is great. We aren't seeing a 3rd going down yet for either player. Good old Bebop has a nice little probe here. Make sure he knows exactly when the 3rd's going down. It's 7 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, and Bebop might be a little worried here. Might play a little extra defensive considering his opponent hasn't moved out. We do see the Observer being the first unit out of the robotics facility. Is going to be able to scout the Overseer as well as that pesky little Ling Zerglot in the base, trying to get that critical information. Let's go ahead and look at production tab as we do see the infestation pit going down right now. Hive tech is a possibility, but we are still on 2 bases, so the possibilities are endless as we are on officially 3 gases of saturation now. Speed still not being taken. How many? I don't think we made a single Ling this game. We did not make a single Ling this game. That's actually kind of amazing. That is kind of beautiful in an eerie, iridescent kind of way. Hammerhead Shark moving across the map. Let's go ahead and see what are we going to keep. Are we going to make just immortals out of this robotics facility? Perhaps make some tech. We are adding on 2 more gates. Looks like going to add on even more gates, perhaps. Immortals getting chrono boosted out. A smart choice, I think, considering we're seeing 2 bases. We spotted the gas still being mined, which means possibly the layer tech is out. We saw the Overseer, which means the layer tech is officially out. Still no expansion here. Cassius perhaps looking to do a powerful 2-base push here. So we are seeing infestors and roaches going down. The pathogen glands will time out. I think they'll be on time. We're going to see 2 double robotics facilities here. No rocks are being tortured and broken. So we aren't seeing a 3rd base from either player. We're really just seeing an old Western movie right now. And the 3rd base is officially down. Bebop knows exactly what time that went down. He has an eye on the prize, and he might decide to go ahead and attack. Looks like he's going to put a little sneaky pylon down there. Go ahead and put some pressure on there. Right now we are seeing roaches, and there's the first Lings of the game. Coincidentally, also the speed going down. That 11-minute speed is not going to be in time for this push, as we do have our 3rd immortal out. +1. Is this +1 or +2? +1 is officially down here. It's about to get personal. It looks like this army is just going to go ahead and move out, put on some pressure as the 3rd for Bebop is going down. A great idea. So this isn't technically an all-in unless he gets caught out of position and the army just gets befuddled. Creep is going to give a little information as to where his opponent is. However, it is just now spreading across the map past his natural line of defense, and the roaches look like they don't want to deal with that engagement here. Some zealous pressure going down at the 3rd. Right now, Cassius does look like he is at a pretty large unit disadvantage here. He does have the tech of the infestors, but at what cost? It's not looking like it's going to be enough. Going for the slow links around here. It's the thought that counts, as I think these immortals are going to handle this rather well. 3 kills on one, 7 kills on another, 4 kills on another. These roaches getting eaten up so fast. Roaches, bad unit. Immortals, good unit. It looks like the 3rd is officially down right now. Cassius on the back ropes here. No one wants the back ropes because they're dirty. They're dirty. The huge drones are taken off of the natural. And we are going to see desperation as the spines get eliminated. Beautiful little effect. These 3 immortals push. It's super effective. Alright, we're going to jump into our next game in just a moment, my undercover lovers. I will see you guys in a second. Sexual. Smexual.